Raise your hand if you want to live behind bars. Behind gates. Be gated. What I mean is, raise your hand if you want to live in a gated community. Hi, my name is Elena Kovrigin. I live and work in Asheville, North Carolina, and in this video, I'm going to talk about pros and cons of living in a gated community, as well as how to pick a gated community that is right for you. And if you stick all the way to the end, I'm going to give you a great resource that will help you pick and choose a gated community right here in Asheville, North Carolina. Several dozen gated communities in our area come in all the different sizes, different locations, different price ranges, different amenities, different amount of amenities that they offer, and different HOA fees and rules and regulations. Some gated communities come with every imaginable amenity that you can think of, from equestrian center, golf course, clubhouse, indoor or outdoor pool to street lights. And some other ones, on the other hand, might offer just things like street lights and walking trails, and that's all. Alright, so let's talk about pros of living in a gated community. One of the first things that comes to mind is safety and security. After all, you live behind a gate, and some gate communities even have a gatehouse with an actual person sitting there. Next one is lack of solicitors. Soliciting is strictly prohibited in gated communities, and the fact that there's a gate makes it harder to get through and solicit your businesses or services. Community and lifestyle is huge for some people. For example, check out this video about views at Rose Hill and see what the homeowners have to say about their community and what it's like to have a community of like-minded people there. Another perk of living in a gated community for a lot of people is the fact that all the homes in there usually look very uniform and well kept. Unlike a regular community, gated communities will have reduced traffic because there's no through traffic, nobody's driving through to cut through or get on the other side of the neighborhood. They don't have much traffic, only from people who actually live in that community. Amenities is a huge draw for a lot of people. It would be nice to just walk across the street to the clubhouse, or walk across the street and go to the community pool, or play golf. That must be nice. And last but not least is HOA and the rules that they impose on everybody without any exclusion. Now, let's talk about cons. And the first one is HOA and the rules that they impose on everyone without exclusion. For some people, it's a draw. For others, it's a con. They don't want to see a lot of HOA rules. They want to be able to do whatever they want with their property because they feel like that's their right, and that's what they want from being a homeowner. And besides, some HOA can be more restrictive than others. Make sure you read through the rules before you buy a house in a gated community. Gated communities tend to have higher priced homes and or higher HOA dues. Some gated communities might have inconvenient locations because they tend to be tucked away and your commute time might be a little longer. Diversity is another one, and that ties back with the lifestyle aspect of a gated community. Last but certainly not least is gatehouse frustrations. Can you imagine having to go through a gatehouse every time you have to go home or have to leave? And what if it's a rush hour and there's a few cars right in front of you trying to do the same thing? So, how do you choose a gated community that is right for you? It really boils down to defining the criteria that's most important to you, such as lifestyle, amenities, HOA rules and regulations, budget, security, and so on. Whoop whoop! You made it all the way to the end, and as promised, here's the great resource that will help you pick and choose a gated community that is right for you right here in Buncombe County. I created a custom Google map that you can download for absolutely free. Just go to this description and download that link with custom Google Maps that will show all the gated communities in Buncombe County. Also, if you want to check out and learn about what life in Asheville generally is, check out this playlist right here. I will see you next time.